On today's app. I'm certainly not like that.
Like what I just said?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think you're this. I don't think you are in touch with your feelings that much.
Hold on. I am not in touch with my feelings because I can't feel them and I'm numb, but I'm self-aware of like, I know what's going on.
All body, no plans, no plans. All body, no plans, no plans. All body, no plans, no plans, no plans, no plans, no plans, no plans.
You guys, it's warm out.
It's fucking warm out.
Wow, there's like an echo in here now that your stuff's not in here.
I know.
It would be so cool if like we could tell the person renting this apartment next, like, do you mind if we just keep our
the
studio
stew?
here?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
Cute girls.
Naked. But I guess we'd like have to pay some rent. That would suck.
But what if they
No one
what
likes
if
rent.
they are our fans and they want us to record here?
Hey, if any of you fans out there that live in New York City
bedroom?
have a second bedroom, we have to figure out where we're putting our studio next because Chloe moved. Let us know. It's two really nice girls,
Yeah.
Jewish, with dachshunds.
Don't tell them that.
Right.
Don't tell them that.
Not in this day and age.
You're crazy, Ab.
What's up, Chloe? Good morning. Am I really gonna have a Dr. Pepper this early?
It's not that early, dude. It's like literally late afternoon.
You say that? It's noon. Noon to me, a soda at noon is kind of crazy.
What?
A soda at noon is a little
You think
crazy.
I so much to have a glass of water before I had the soda today? You're crazy.
That, like, before I can even walk Stella outside, I'm like, gulp, 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 gulp.
With
Like, I
water.
wake up, before I get out of bed, I'm like, gulp, 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 gulp.
Yeah.
Water.
Not for me.
So, and I'm still having my coffee. That's why, because I like just woke up. Noon now is so early to me to like actually be using my fucking brain.
That's such a luxury, bitch.
It is. I work at night.
Yeah, you're right. I'm way asleep.
I'm at
by the
comedy
time-
shows. I'm leaving at
You're
1.
right. That's crazy. 'Cause
I'm shifted. I've shifted. I'm getting up more. I'm going to more shows.
Right.
I'm going to bed later.
Last week I did like more than I've done in the past 2 years. I had plans like every day. Yeah. And I came home at like 12:30 and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be hungover tomorrow, but I didn't drink.
Right, but the idea of it.
Yeah. And I was like, my tomorrow is fucked.
You know, I know. I would think like that too, and sometimes I still do. But then you go like, I'm actually gonna be fine.
Yeah. I woke up at 7:30 naturally and was like, oh, I canceled my workout at 10 o'clock in the morning the next day.
That's
because I went to sleep at 12:30.
Yeah, that's too much. That's like you have plenty of
Right.
time.
I woke up at 7 and I was like, I canceled it. I re-signed up for it. 'Cause I was like,
you're like, what am I doing?
"Girl."
What am I doing? John and I went to Michael Che did a show at I want to say Isola. It's not called Isola.
Is Hollis the store?
Yeah, Isola is a store. I should really look up the name. It's
It's a
like
really cute
Isolo
store.
or something. God, I should look up the name. Where's my phone? Do you have my phone?
No.
Stella's laying on my phone and she's laying, look at her behind me. She's my little back pillow. Let me look it up what it's called. So Hannibal Buress, you know who he is?
Yeah, Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal.
He was in Broad City?
Yeah. What is the name of the knitting factory now in Brooklyn? You know the knitting factory?
Wait, that's not an actual knitting factory.
Isola. Okay, so that wasn't that far off of me. Isola in Brooklyn.
Wait, it wasn't ever a knitting factory.
No, it was called the knitting
Yeah,
factory, but it was not a knitting factory.
Then I don't want
even know what that would even look like.
I don't even want any part in something that's not actually a knitting factory.
It's yeah. Now it's Isola. You want a part of that, Stella? You actually have to move. This is so not fair.
I'm more into Isola.
Yeah. So it's this venue, like music and comedy and shows that was open. I don't even know when it closed, like in COVID or something.
In COVID.
In Williamsburg. It's by it's by that that restaurant Leo.
No.
All right. It's Williamsburg.
I barely crossed the bridge.
Me too. And the other night I did, and I said, hell, get me back to my side of the river. And I'm not talking about Jersey. I'm talking about the island of Manhattan. Stella, can you fuck off? Jesus.
Actually,
All right, she's my back pillow today. As long as you peek out for the viewers.
Yeah, keep peeking, little bitch.
So John and I went to, Michael Che did a show there because Hannibal bought it, turned it into Isola, I'm not sure how to say it. And it just opened like 2 weeks ago. And so he's been doing a bunch of shows, and Che did this show there to like, get the place
Yeah.
moving and shaking. And
It was fun.
it was so fun. And so here's the thing. We got dinner with my brother.
Where?
The Woolly.
No.
In it's kind of one of those
Not
spots where it's like,
no.
I guess we'll go to the Woolly.
Yeah, not know that I don't like it. Know
Do you know
that
what it is?
I don't know what it is. Go fish vibes.
Oh, go fish. Yeah, it's like this. It's
you know what? Go fish.
Great game. We should play cards. You should come over later.
Okay, I would.
Yeah, and your mom should too. Your mom's in town. Chloe's mom's in town. Yay! Why'd you say Like you don't want her to come over?
No, she can come.
She should come see the vase she gave me for my wedding out on display.
Dude.
No, but totally. But in 2025, you have to love your mom.
No.
And you have to invite her to your plans.
Wait, I know, but
your mom's literally going and buying us lip gloss right now.
Can I just say something?
Totally. This is the place.
She's kind of a bit, I'm just kidding. But no, I do want to say this really quick. We went to a restaurant last night because I moved to Soho.
Hey.
So we went to a restaurant last night. Let me just say this.
Say it.
Literally. We went to a restaurant last night, like, because it was Friday night. We didn't have a reservation, so we just walked into this Chinese restaurant called Pinch.
Love that. Love when you can fucking walk in. It's so rare these days.
Well, we tried 7
different restaurants.
And then we got into Pinch.
It's so ridiculous. It's like...
Yeah, just like half of the tables should be for walk-ins.
Yes.
And half of them should be for that. And everyone who says differently can go fucking fish.
Literally, I'm like, all these New York restaurants, I need to know, are you letting all of your tables be open for reservations? That's like so anti-city culture. Like the idea of New York City or the idea of being in any city. In Paris, they reserve like over half of their restaurant for people walking in that night. Because it's like, so everyone has to have planned a month in advance. Like Teresi, great restaurant. I'm sure. I've never been because I've set alarms for it before to try and get a reservation.
No way.
10:01 a.m. They're gone. And it's like, really? Like people can't just like go to a nice restaurant on a whim anymore? That's so freaking wild.
Yeah, it's freaking wild, dude. It is. So
people are supposed to meander and find a great meal. Yeah. It's not like, oh, you're stuck with Chick-fil-A if you don't book.
Well, no one's stuck with Chick-fil-A. That's a choice. Okay. Second of all, there was no first. My mom was like loving Pinch. Right?
Yeah, she told me about it our whole walk here.
The whole time she was like, we're going to go there every night.
Every day.
I'm going to tell you guys this. It was fine. I would never go again. And
she sold it to me so hard on the walk over.
I was like, it wasn't good.
She was like, it's the best Chinese food.
The only person that I could talk to about this would be my dad.
Yeah.
And be like, Dad, that food was
kind of
mediocre straight bad.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I've been cooking more, I'm so much more at restaurants. It has to be like, the best this meal. Isn't that good.
Yeah, it has to be. If you're going to wine dine in 69 at a restaurant,
it's like
your food needs to be. They need to be like serving.
Absolutely, and also now I'm going to restaurants going a little less on the salt, please.
Yeah, you're really big on the salt right now.
I know. A little lighter on the salt. I mean, my God, flavor should be in the ingredients. You shouldn't have to force the flavor out by sprinkling so much freaking food cocaine on my food. Salt is food cocaine. I'll like it just fine without it. I can have a good night without this. Your meal's gonna be just fine.
But it does
with the flavor.
It does make a lot of things better.
It does enhance everything.
Yeah.
And make it very exciting.
If I'm not doing cocaine, then I'm doing salt. Mm-hmm. And I'm snorting it.
I went to Pastis recently, and
you said pass.
I said pasties because
pastis. I don't want
pastis to someone else because that salt is making. Give me gallons of water. I was so thirsty after that meal. I was like, this is crazy.
Wait,
I couldn't even finish it, my chicken. I was like, it was like dunked in a salt bath.
Who orders chicken at Pastis?
A girl who's trying to look good. I started with the French onion soup. I said that was my cheat.
Okay, no, we're not doing that in 2025.
Yeah, we are. You can do whatever you want. You know what? No, okay. I'm gonna go off here.
Here we go.
Caring about like, we're not being like too toxically skinny. The whole fucking country is on Ozempic. 2 seconds ago, we had a body positivity movement, and now we are openly talking about how everybody's on Ozempic. Every celebrity, Meghan Trainor dropped weight like that. Lizzo's skinny now. I'm like where'd it go? No, what? She's not skinny to you? Not by your standards.
Well, she's not skinny.
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight.
Skinny?
Girl.
You said we were not doing it, so here I am not doing it. I'm just saying,
it's like, I'm not going to be shy about being like, yeah, I ordered chicken at Pastis because I'm trying to watch my figure, when the rest of the country is on Ozempic. Like, is that not crazy to you? I'm like, when did this happen where we all just went, let's all take a fucking injection so we can look like gaunt stick figures?
Yeah.
Like that is so much more toxic to me than going, I'm going to skip the pasta tonight so I can look okay.
No,
that's crazy.
I rather stick a needle in my body and eat what I want.
That sure, but I'm like, then no one can ever be mad at me for being like, I need to hit the gym more because the rest of the world, no, anybody complaining about like toxic skinny culture or what you just did to me of like, hey, it's 2025, we're not talking about we can't eat the chicken or we're ordering the chicken instead of the pasta. None of that, because you would stick a needle in there to just, and everybody's doing it. I can't believe we just dropped the body positivity movement like that and didn't even talk about it. And now Ozempic is like cooler than loving your body.
Hold on. The reason why I judge your chicken so goddamn hard was because they're known for their
laundry earthquake.
They're known for their burgers, dude.
Okay.
So get it without a fucking bun if you want to be a skinny bitch.
No, but you can. If I rewind it, you did say you treated it like, hey, it's okay to eat the burger.
I did. The laundry
machine's on the other side of this wall. So for us right now, there's an earthquake.
It's like this. Okay, wait. So
anyway, I feel like no one's talking about that. Of like,
I think
we
you're
all
wrong.
just took Ozempic under our wing and said, "Yep, that's cool."
No, I think you're wrong in the sense that I think everything you said was right. But I think you're wrong in the sense that people are not talking about it.
We eat our country. We eat such shit.
That we have to put
then we put more shit in our body to get rid of this shit.
It's scary.
It's crazy.
They're definitely not doing that in
Europe.
Europe.
They're not having any of these problems.
Because
they start by eating normal.
Right.
Ugh.
When I was in London this summer, I have a family friend who's diabetic. So that's remember where Ozempic came from, right? She's diabetic and she never heard of Ozempic. She lives in London. And I was like, oh, now people are taking advantage of Ozempic. Like knowing that she would know what Ozempic is just because it's medically for diabetes, whatever. And she was like, what is that? And I was like, it's that thing that people are doing for it. She's like, people are doing that? Like was
it's crazy.
Literally flabbergasted by the idea.
Like, it feels like it gets rid of all the collagen you have left in your face.
Right.
It's
I don't even want to talk about Ozempic anymore. Can I talk about meals though? I do want to talk about meals.
Yeah, go for it.
I've been going to new places, as I mentioned in the prior.
Sure.
And I just wanted to say prior. Sometimes it's fun
say
words. The prior episode.
Yeah. No, the prior 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, I saw you, and we murmured our how do you do's.
You sing that with your Heather?
I wanted to ring out the bells. That's not her name. No, you know what I'm singing now in my vocal lessons?
No, let me guess. Chapel Rowan.
Yeah.
The Giver?
No. Pink Pony Club.
Yeah.
And my vocal coach loves it.
Wanted me to say.
I'm in there going, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. Ah! I can't.
That was good.
I'm screaming. We're working on it.
And you will. You will do well with that.
So you've been eating and going and eating and going.
So I went to Monkey Bar with you.
Hey, that was fun.
That was so fun and so good. Good luck getting the reservation. You won't unless you DM us. Remember that?
For the little secret of how to get a reservation last minute.
What if the secret was like Ozempic? Like it always is.
They go Ozempic, they'll let you in.
Also, I went to that new Brooklyn saloon vibe.
Okay.
Desert 5 spot. Have you heard of it? It's in LA.
It's in Brooklyn, girl. I would have heard of it's in LA. I would have heard of it sooner if it was in LA than Brooklyn.
It's in LA, but they just opened in Brooklyn and it's like a saloon, like cowboys. I love a cowboy.
Yeah. You slut.
No, literally stop it.
Slut.
I told the cowboy and his friends, there's a cowboy and his friends that invited us to this Desert 5 spot because they host these parties called country nights when they do like a show. They're showmen.
Okay.
And
like music,
interactive experience.
What does that mean?
Like spin the wheel and drink out of a boot, ye motherfucking hobbit.
Cool. That's something I've never heard of.
I said that I would talk about them and that was it. Anyway, so I went to this like party club bar. And it was really fun. It was really fun. I just think it was really fun and I think you should go there. The reason why I'm saying it is because I was out so late and it was cool and I was like out and everyone was drinking and I was drinking water the whole time.
Nice.
And I wanted to say that I was sober through that because I want everyone to still remember that I'm better than them.
Yeah, totally. No, you know, when I went to Jay's show the other night in Brooklyn, I had a Diet Coke at dinner with my brother. Oh, I wanted to finish that story. And then we got to the venue and I was like,
Oh, right.
this is where I would have a beer. Like, am I going to switch to beer? And I stuck with Diet Coke. Now, listen, I had like 6 Diet Cokes and by the end of the night I had chest pain.
Correct, because you have to have something in your cup the whole night.
Yeah. And I was like, I'll just keep having Diet Cokes. You're not supposed to have like 7 of them.
Yeah.
But I stuck with the Diet Coke and I had we were there till like 1. And
Yeah.
I had a great time. So then we go home. It was also, you don't care about this, but it was the Severance finale. And
I've heard.
And John and I were like, this is coming back to the idea of like going to bed late and going, I'm going to ruin my whole day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had only Diet Cokes. On the way home from the show in Brooklyn, we ordered pizza to arrive because we're still going to watch the Severance finale, which was 76 minutes long. That's an hour and 16 minutes, just so you know. We're in the car at 1 ordering pizza to watch the Severance finale. I'm going to go to bed till 3. I'm aware of this. And we get home and I was like, the pizza was late. And I was like, John, this is so late for me. And
Yeah.
he says to me, he goes,
Yeah.
you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
This is an awesome night. We had dinner with your brother. We went to see the comedy show. Everybody killed. Chase
That's
material
awesome.
was I was like jaw on the floor. John actually did a spit take on a girl in front of us.
Really?
And he posted about it on a story.
I saw that.
He was laughing. And
Why'd I say really?
He had a
I
sip
knew.
in his mouth and went all over the girl in front of us who was a fan of his and was like, I love your videos. And she had beer in
She's
her
like,
hair.
"Thank you." It's like dripping.
Yeah. But I've never seen him do anything like that. Like everything. So it was a great night. We get home. We're watching our favorite freaking show finale. We have pizza on the way. I picked up Nerds gummy clusters. So he and I'm freaking out. I'm like, it's so late. It's so late. He was like,
Yeah.
live your life.
Don't
You're
let
gonna
tonight
be
ruin
fine.
tomorrow.
Totally. And it's like, I wasn't going to be hungover. I was going to be puffy from my Nerds and my pizza.
So be puffy, you know?
But so be puffy. And so it was like,
be puffy, but be awake.
be puffy, but be awake. And I realized, like, you're right, honey.
Yeah, sweets.
What am I worried about?
I
What am
know.
I worried about?
It's just
I
anxiety.
woke up the next morning and I got my stuff
Anxiety.
done. Is someone watching me? Joe's Pizza watching me. Oh,
should
Nerds
do
gummy
that.
clusters me. I want to do it. I want to do it with Stella. I could do it with you.
Cool.
Anyway, that was the big fucking deal. I had to bring us back to that
Yeah.
floor. You also came to the Red Room, little miss. I'm all over town these days.
I did come to the Red Room. Guess what? I knew I was going to come to the Red Room. Tuesday struck.
Tuesday struck midnight, and she went, I'm coming to the Red Room.
So Monday struck midnight, and I thought, I'm going to the Red Room
I'm going to the Red
tomorrow.
Room. And the universe rewarded you because I'm setting up. We open the doors at 7 at the Red Room. Door opens. First person through the door walks in. A girl goes, all body, no brains.
How about that, you guys?
And I go,
you
what's that?
And yeah.
Huh?
Sarah.
Yes. We had a fan, a
It's
podcast
not Sarah
fan.
Cilantro, was it?
I don't know. You know the usernames of the DMs better than I do. So I think you're thinking of someone else though. It's not cilantro. Because now I can visualize the username you're talking about.
God.
She walks in, she says, and I go, shut up. First of all, that's never happened. Like
Never.
someone immediately walking in and just saying the podcast name.
Also not Liddy and Shitty. Like, who are they?
I know in my head sometimes it's still Lydia and Shitty, but it's all body no brains. And she goes,
Thank you.
I go, Chloe's coming. She's gonna freak out because you always think we don't have any listeners,
Right. But
And there's been Red Rooms where there's podcast listeners and they're quoting our lives back to me. And I'm like, I wish Chloe was here to see this. She walks in, all body no brains. I go, Chloe's on her way. You come.
I screamed.
We screamed and we had and that was the first, I think that was the first podcast listener to see us together in
yeah.
person because
Yeah.
everyone always sees us one without the other.
Totally.
And she was like, I feel like I'm watching an episode. This
Yeah.
is so funny.
Because we're equally cute and equally funny IRL. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
It
amazing.
was awesome.
Having those qualities are just not many people do. So that's why we are really successful with what we do.
We're so successful. I wanted to tell you something crazy that you're going to love.
Say it to me.
I have a couple crazy things to tell you.
I have something crazy for you too.
You want to go first?
No.
So, yawning. You know how we're always like yawning during each other's stories?
Yeah. Totally.
Actually, yawning is your body waking up.
Nervous system reset.
Yeah, and I learned this in my vocal lesson because I realized like she always rewards me in the vocal lesson.
She
has
gives you
like
treats?
She has a little system where she puts a penny in a piggy bank every time you yawn.
No.
Because she used to have a teacher that would get mad in her acting class when you would yawn. The teacher got mad at the students for yawning. When really it's yawning is actually your body going, oh, I want to be alert for this. I want to wake up. So like during my lessons, every time, literally when I walk through her door, I'm like, and when because I told you she does the Alexander technique, a vocal training, which is like, it's very, Stella, I'm sorry, I can't do it this way.
It's fours on the floors.
No,
What would
I
be
get on
four-
all fours and she gives me a little spank. She goes, wake up! Wake up!
The Alexander.
Alexander used to get on all fours and have people spank him and wake
Legend
him
has
up.
it.
Legend has it.
I love when people say legend has it.
I love legend has it. Well, legend has it. Alexander actually would lose his voice, and that's why I initially went to her 3 years. I've been going to her for 3 years. Time flies.
And tell me her name.
When you're getting spanked. Catherine.
Not Heather.
No.
Shout out Heather.
So her method is like the beginning of each lesson is like she kind of wakes up my body and like speaks to my shoulders and my feet and like gets my posture. And while she's doing that, I'm like yawning and then like I get ready to sing and I keep yawning.
Yeah.
And it made me, she was talking to me about the yawning and about how her teacher used to yell at her for yawning. And I realized before my special taping, before a lot of red rooms, before I would open for the boys on tour, like shows where I'm nervous for, I'm yawning so much before
Right.
the show. And I used to be like, this is so weird. I'm not tired. I'm just yawning. And like, I used to think it was my body, like defense mechanism shutting down because it wants to go to bed because it doesn't want to do this scary thing. But actually it's your body going, I need to wake up. I need to be alert. And I Googled it and it's like, yeah, when you yawn, which it kind of does make sense when you're tired because it's your brain going like, wake up.
Yeah.
Like, don't fall asleep. But it releases hormones that actually wake you up more. And it's like a lot of times it's you wanting to be awake and alert yourself. So like
So
while
it's kind of a compliment.
it's kind of a compliment. And while it often, sometimes it happens during boredom, it also happens a lot during like nerves or like prep. Like think about it, when you wake up in the morning, it's like, yeah, like that's the stereotype of like, wake up, time to wake up. So yawning should be seen as a compliment of like, I want to be awake for you.
I love that.
Yeah.
It is interesting that you say this with Catherine because Pam, my therapist, also says when I yawn, she's like, good. Your nervous system is finally coming to.
It's a nervous system reset. And so now I think if we yawn during the other person's story,
We
on the
should
podcast,
say
we say
thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it is interesting.
Thank you. Another one, please.
Another one.
Another yawn.
So
that is
for a
fun. I like
fact.
that. That's fun.
Yawning is a compliment.
Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I like that one. But
Yeah.
you're going to like this one.
Okay, dish it, girl.
Okay. I know you hate shrimp. But ants are different.
Okay.
Okay? There are more ants on this earth than humans. There are quadrillion, bajillion, 3 billion ants on this planet that they weigh more than humans on this planet.
Where's your source? Where's
Let me
your
get the
fucking
facts.
source? I don't buy it.
No, it's true. Here it is.
An ant weighs
Here it is.
nothing.
An ant on Earth is roughly, so that could not be true. Legend has it.
Roughly is always like, oh, so it's not true.
Legend has it that there are 20 quadrillion ants on this earth. And altogether, if you put the ants, they outweigh us as humans. Hey, I believe it, man. Because if you've seen one ant, you've seen thousands of ants.
20 is quadrillion even a real
First
number?
of all, I don't care if it's a real number. I'm giving you a fact. You should take it. And
No,
why
I
you-
can't challenge the facts.
No, this isn't a hot take.
This is
a
the
real ass-
lamestream media trying to tell me that fake news.
You're
Hold on.
fake news. You're a bunch of fake news, bitch.
Wait.
How many ants are there?
No. What's the average ant? Oop, that's not what I meant.
See? Well, I have to.
What was that? Hold on.
Size.
What is the weight of an
Celine
ant?
Dion.
I could have just said, how much does an ant weigh?
What did you ask?
Ant, a worker ant. Oh, well, what about the leisure ants? A worker ant weighs between 1 to 5 milligrams.
Now I only know
Okay,
about
so
that.
now, how many pounds? Milligrams to pound. Milligrams to pounds. So 1 milligram
Do you have to do it like in this many, or can you just,
is like a bajillion pounds.
dude?
Or no, like no pounds.
Think about. Okay, do this. Em. Listen,
help.
stay with me and look at me. No, seriously, put your phone away for a second.
Wait, 150 pounds.
See, I lost you.
There's E. There's an E involved in the number. That's
Yeah.
how you know it's fucked up.
It's a lot.
It's like E to the -7. It's not real. Roughly.
Think about this. Try, without facts.
Okay.
Try. Yeah, set yourself up for success here.
Okay.
If you got like a handful of ants,
Uh-huh.
keep an eye out,
Uh-huh.
and you put them on a scale,
Uh-huh.
and you kept putting them on until they got to 1 pound. That's like a lot of ants, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now think about how many. That's like you're only scooping ants from like underground, a little hole you just dug. There are more ants around the world.
Where are they? Like in my walls?
Totally. I bet there's an ant here.
Oh. I saw an ant in her water bowl the other day. I'm like, where'd you come from, little
No,
guy?
right?
Yeah.
And
I used to.
that's only one.
I remember ants as a kid. That was when I first learned. Like, I first felt like bad about killing them. Like, I remember.
You know what I mean? You unlocked something for me.
Something traumatic.
Can I share?
Did you kill a lot of ants? I remember I stepped on an ant outside my driveway as a kid, and I went, "Oh, I feel terrible."
Oh my
and
God.
I felt so much regret, and I remember morality clicking in of going, "Don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't kill for the sake of killing.
Is this a safe space?
Unless you're on stage. Hey, unless you're on this podcast. Hey, everybody dance. Let's grind. We should grind for them.
If this is a safe
we should
space,
get up and grind.
I'm trying to say something for like
What?
the past hour.
Your traumatic ant story?
Yeah. I did this-
A-U-N-T? Or
What?
A-N-T? I'm kidding. Oof.
I don't get it.
Go. I was spelling. I was making a pun.
It
Joke.
was stupid.
I know. No, I know.
No.
Go.
Don't take advantage of the yawn now.
You're
You heard?
totally right, girl.
So when I used to play in the park, I just want you guys to know that I'm different now. But I used to hurt ants on purpose and then play doctor. As if
On
I
the
could
ants?
fix them. And then they would be struggling, and then I'd put them on like a leaf and be like, I'll take care of you, but really, I can't do anything once I
Yeah.
pulled that leg off.
Yeah.
And I just hurt them for fun.
You know what, though? Better to get that out while you're young.
Yeah, because now I could be, if I didn't get that out then, it would have been a Jeffrey Dahmer situation, and I would want to do that to your arm now.
Totally. Totally.
And that's called
Kids.
fucked up-ishness.
Yeah. Kids have to learn. Like, kids aren't civilized yet. Like, they have to learn.
Yeah. You can't pull off people's limbs for fun
No. It's not okay.
here in our house.
Not in this house.
No.
Not on this pod.
So you really didn't like that ant one. Okay, you know, like
No,
that.
I liked it. I was like, what?
Hey, you could get this, clip it, and see what they think.
Yeah, totally. Okay, we'll see what the world thinks.
How about that?
How about that? I can't believe you don't watch Severance. I have to talk about it so much. But then I saw a TikTok of like
Yeah.
everyone who watches Severance, how annoying it is. It's like, well, at least I like something. I'm sorry you hate
No,
everything.
it's cool that you like that. I just don't know it.
The concept of the show is
I
like,
don't care.
It's what if you were your own slave?
We are.
What if you were at war with
But
yourself?
we are.
That's why it's interesting. It's like it's a manifestation of that actual idea.
I live that every day. But oh my God.
What?
This reminded me. When I was at the Red Room, this actually changed my life.
I can't wait to hear this. The Red Room changed a lot of people's lives. Many couples have met there.
In a way that you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
Because Devin Walker,
Mm-hmm.
not Devin Booker.
Nope.
I keep saying that I saw Devin Booker, and they're like, the basketball player?
Devin Booker, is that a basketball player?
I think, yeah.
Cool.
Devin Walker. He said something that literally shifted and lifted something inside me.
What'd he say?
He brought to my attention that some people don't have inner dialogues.
Inner monologues.
That word. And I thought, inner monologue. There's dialogue. There's no fucking way. So I brought it up with my therapist, and she said,
Wow.
Yeah, no, it went as far as to do that.
Yeah.
And she said, that's true. And then we both said, fucking freaks, and moved on with our lives. But no, seriously, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, there's also people who don't
Like,
they don't like when they read a word or like
yeah, they're not, there's no voice.
There's
in
no
there.
word there. Or like there's people who see or like Temple Grandin. I see in pictures.
Temple Grandin.
I don't see where I see shapes in pictures.
Is that a person?
Yeah, you don't know Temple Grandin?
Never heard that name. Why do you do this to me? You
I don't
just
know.
do this to me on purpose.
No, you do
Yeah.
it to me with some stuff too.
Not really.
No, you just go like, I know you probably don't know who Taylor Swift is, but I'll tell you. And I'm like, I do.
Yeah.
I'm online.
Good example.
Temple Grandin came up with a more humane way to slaughter cows for meat because she noticed that the cows were like terrified before they got killed, and she
Grass-fed.
was like very autistic and like came up with this idea. And there's like a documentary on her, and she like gave a speech about it at the Oscar. It like won something, and I did an impression of her, and I'm not totally sure if that was okay of me to do.
It's okay. Safe space, remember?
I used to do a great impression of her back in like the 2010s when I was in high school. And
Are you
it was
gonna
like,
do it? Oh,
no, I'll
no.
stop. I mean, I kind of did it back there, but you know, when I was a kid and we forgive kids for their actions.
Well, not when you get a Republican reward, so.
You don't forgive me for earning that reward?
No, I do. But if you're imitating an autistic person,
Kids will be kids.
you're right. You know what? If we
At least I'm capable of change.
Yeah.
All you libtards who grew up in liberal snowflake tard houses, okay? I grew up in a Republican house and I outgrew it. I can show growth, okay? I grew up, I learned, I changed. You're like still the same as you were when you were a kid, and that's fucked. That's fucked.
Wait,
you just believe everything you were told from day one, huh? Huh?
No.
You went to the new school, you went, not new to me. I've always been in school. Meanwhile, I went to NYU and went, wait, what actually happened?
Literally.
Yeah.
That part.
No, that part.
Okay, so what were you? Temple Grandin. Grandin? Temple Grandin.
Temple Grandin. Anyway, you were saying with inner monologues.
Oh, I was just thinking like the mental health of people who don't have that is non-existent.
No, it's just got to be like, it's different. Everybody's different.
No,
like,
but how would that be a thing? Because isn't mental health is mental. They don't have, they're mental babes. They don't have it. Do you know what I mean?
No, but like there's people who like,
I actually can't.
are more in touch with like feelings than thoughts, I would say. Like, I think for me, I think you and I are probably similar in that like, I can't.
VPS.
What?
VSP.
What's that stand for?
Very sensitive person.
Or like,
Have you heard that?
No, I haven't heard,
heard that yesterday
but
for the
I
first time.
surely as hell don't want to be friends with any of them.
And it's not me. I'm really not.
It's not me.
Yeah.
There's people like, I think John is this way more than me, where like, I will freak out and not know why I'm freaking out. And I will just have thoughts in my head and I'm not sure. And then I go, oh, I was feeling this. Like
That's
takes
anxiety.
a while. Right. So it takes a while for me to like diagnose a feeling I had because I'm being too logical and I'm thinking too much about it. Whereas other people, like I think John, and I feel like his brother Will is like this too.
I'm certainly not like that.
Like what I just said?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think you're this. I don't think you are in touch with your feelings that much.
Hold on. I am not in touch with my feelings because I can't feel them and I'm numb, but I'm self-aware of like, I know what's going on. Okay. You can't be that person that's like, no, you are like this. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think that I
know
think
me really well.
I think we rely on other people to help us see things we don't see about ourselves.
Yeah, remember when I said that you shouldn't read to learn something?
Yeah, you were like, you can't learn from someone else's experience.
Always wrong.
No.
I know. Thanks, Em.
But John, and like, there are people who like let a feeling happen before questioning it. So like he will, like this is a really bad example.
It's okay.
But like he'll like lay down during the day if he needs to just like lay down for a second.
Totally.
I would know
never.
to lay down.
Yeah,
I will
would
just
never.
keep fighting against what I'm feeling.
So mind-body connection.
Yeah, like people and so I would imagine people who have less of an inner monologue or don't have one at all are allowing the physical feelings in their bodies to just like hold a little more court in their decision making.
That totally makes sense.
That's like the only way I could imagine not having a constant chain of thoughts and words in your head.
Because what Devin had said that triggered this entire thing for me is he had said something along the lines
and
of
we're not spoiling his joke.
No, I don't know if there was a joke there. I think it was just a thought.
No, he had a joke.
Oh.
Hey, he's a funny guy.
No, he's really funny. He's really funny.
Devin, you had no punchline.
No, I don't remember the joke. Unless this was the joke that I'm
that was his setup. His setup was he was saying that he found out there's people who don't have inner monologues. We won't spoil the punchline. But there was a punchline.
He said
maybe you just got so carried away you didn't let him. I'm just trying to defend my friend here. He's funny.
I'm not shitting on him.
Right. But you're like, there wasn't a joke.
I said he changed my life.
Yeah, that's true.
In a good way. Because it opened my mind.
Yeah. I think for a comedian, the last thing you want to hear is like, no, there was no joke. It was just
maybe
interesting.
what I'm about to say is the punchline.
Here it comes.
What he said, let's get ready all together. He brought to my attention that people who don't have inner monologue will pick.
It's just you in
have
there.
A cup.
Unless you've got Ratatouille up there too.
I do. There is a mouse.
There's a rat on your head.
Mouse for you. Rat equals boy. Mouse equals girl. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, if you pick up a cup and you don't have the inner monologue, you're like,
because Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
He's like,
You go, there's a cup in my hand. You said it already. There's a cup in my hand.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
Do you say that when you pick up a cup? Like, there's a cup in my hand.
no, I'm saying the people who don't have it, like, will pick up a cup and then just be like, I guess they wouldn't be that way, but it's like a cup just shows up in their hand. Whereas for me, it's like, I'm gonna get a cup of water. Okay, here's the cup. Now I'm gonna pour it. Like Adderall thoughts.
I'm not thinking I'm going to go get a cup. I'm going to
You just
get a
get the
cup,
cup?
and I'm going, oh, that was so funny last night when we watched the thing. Like, I'm thinking about other stuff and I'm getting the cup.
Well, I can do both too.
But I'm right, of
can
course.
also do
But I'm
that.
saying like the only time I'm narrating what's happening is if I take Adderall or
Right.
if I'm like, I'm not really. My thoughts. There's a constant flow, but it's never about the thing I'm doing.
No, I know what you mean, but like for example, when I got your Diet Dr. Pepper established,
1885.
thank you.
10 years before Chloe was born.
Nah, that's my
Diet
favorite part.
Dr. Pepper, established 1885. 10 years before Chloe was born.
Okay,
There's one part in my hour show that I kept in for you, Spanish Flu, which is where I go,
don't tell me. Maybe I'll pick up on it. Spit on myself. She doesn't even know it.
it's, if there's 10 of them and they're all filled with burning passion, yeah. And I kept that in for you because no one laughs at it, but I go, this is for Chloe. I literally like could have stopped singing it that way, but I always keep it in for you when you're there.
I love that. And sometimes when I have gone to the Red Room in the past, because I have been a few times
Yeah.
before, there are moments where you do things that I find really funny, and I'm like, that was for me.
Yeah, and
That's
I
my best
doubled down.
friend.
That
'Cause
was
that's
Spanish
my
Flu.
Best friend.
That's where that came from. Spanish
Yeah.
flu. Spanish flu.
You
And
know
I
what
said
I
it a third
also-
time because I was looking at you and I went, Spanish flu.
Yeah, that really got me. Get this also. The last time I went there, you have to walk up like staircase to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking up there and I was like, holy shit. One time I got so drunk at the Red Room. This is not a flex. I got so drunk at the Red Room that I was throwing up everywhere.
I remember
And I had to
that.
leave.
Yeah.
How the hell did I get down? Who carried me down? And
Your
how did I
ex.
get there?
Your ex carried you down.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
The one thing. Okay. So I think it's time for one of our segments.
Wait, no, I have one more fact for you.
Yeah, but can we?
No, nope.
That's not how we
Segments
do
come
it.
at the end. Here's my fact for you.
I've never listened.
In Ethiopia, it is still the year 2017.
Now, hold on. Facts like that are not going to work for me because, number one, they're not about animals, and I only like facts about animals. It seems. Number two, how's that working?
So I'll tell you, there's two theories, but the one theory is that they think Jesus was born 8 years later than 2000, than 0. That's the one theory, but I think the actual truth of it is they have 13 months in their year. And now this actually tracks because they start their year, like their year renews in the spring. So like
Is that in Africa?
Ethiopia.
But
So-
the rest of Africa is different.
Yeah. But they're going, no, it's still 2017. I'm like, guys, wait till you hit 2020. It's going to get really bad. But they have 13 months.
So they're 20. So what was their 2020? It was 5
It
years
hasn't
ago.
happened yet.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13.
It was
2012.
2012. So they were still having Macklemore back then.
No, I was thinking more like end of the world 2012. They also had COVID because we were experiencing that.
Totally. Oh my God.
I love
I have another thing
Macklemore.
to tell you. So
That was
So-
like such our podcast.
totally. If you split the year, you know how the 1 year is one rotation around the sun? And there's 365 little rotations. That's a day. The earth spins 365 times as it goes once around the sun. We know this?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Isn't that
Picture
what you
it.
said right before?
Take a yawn,
No,
close
wait,
your eyes.
Hold on. Closing them. Hold on. 365 days a year is the earth going around the sun.
So here's the sun and the earth goes around it once. That's a year.
Yeah.
But while it's going around it, the earth is doing
spinning.
365.
It's twirling, it's dancing.
It's shaking its
I want to
boots.
see you twirl. I want to see you dance.
It's dancing 365 times.
Yeah.
If you
I want to dance
divide
365 times, 365 Party Girl.
if you divide, and I'm going to double check this. If you divide 365
Yeah.
by 28,
Okay. Why 28?
you get 13.
Why
28
28?
days in a month.
Sometimes, and sometimes why?
Right. So you get 13.03. So really, if every month was 28 days,
In Ethiopia is every month 28 days.
Yes.
Factually. Why the hell over here are we doing sometimes 30, sometimes 31?
Kind of like
Because of our knuckles.
what?
This month doesn't have 30. This month does. This month doesn't.
No, that came way later.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Totally,
it's a
girl.
joke.
I know, but I'm like focused on getting my point across.
You know that?
Yes.
No.
So I don't know, but I can't pause while I'm on this railroad track.
Okay.
The Christians basically did it. It always comes back to the Christians. It's like, you guys
Yawn fast.
You seriously, what?
I feel bad. We're always shitting on Jews here as Jews. But like, come on. Why are we going with what they say?
You tell me, girl. I don't know.
Like my life.
Louis C.K. has a joke about like when he explains religions to his kid. Yeah. He's like, I tell them like, because he didn't raise them religious, but he's like, I tell them the Jews are this, like the Jews are this, there's this, but the Christians, they won. So act accordingly. And it's like,
Christ
decided.
decided.
And his punchline is like, if you don't believe me, what year is it? And it's like, oh, everyone agrees. It's
BC.
2000 since Christ.
BC.
That special actually came out in 2017, which is Ethiopia can watch it now.
Well, I'm confused though, because as you're saying that, it's like they're still doing the same things we're doing.
Right, but they're just going by a different year because they live their year differently. So they say there's 13 months. And if you remember when I just did that calculation, it's 13.03. So if you divide 365 by 28, listen, 365 divided by 20, if every month was 28 days long, and then we could have 13 months, and then every 5 years, instead of we'd have one leap day every 5 years. But like,
do we have to?
And you know how it's starting to feel like it's getting warmer later, and it's like things are shifting.
Well,
I think it's because our months are off.
Global.
Yes,
warming.
but also there has been like a gradual shift of seasons a little bit because our months are off. And like, why is New Year's in the dead of winter? Why isn't New Year's right now? Spring equinox, like a new year, renewal, like.
I'm totally on 100%.
You're right. And also September, October, November, 7, 8, 9, 10. But September is month 9 and not month 7. Like everything's off. I think it was Julius Caesar or something where they like fucked it all up and now we're all out of whack.
Caesar?
Yeah,
Isn't that
they like
the chef?
Then he no.
Julius
Caesar salad. Julius Caesar, like I think he was when they changed it to the Gregorian calendar, where it was like, no. Suddenly now September is month 9. It's so stupid, honestly. Why can't we all just live the right way that God intended?
Well, there you go.
Well, and Christians think we are, but I don't.
So here's the thing.
And I'm a Jew. I'm talking to the real God.
Ethiopian.
I'm kidding.
Ethiopians are correct. So we choose that timeline.
I wish I was living in Ethiopian time calendar. I don't know if I wish I was living in Ethiopia.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I've never been there myself.
But I wish we were going by a more natural. It makes so much more sense.
So then, what year would we be born?
Oh my God, girl!
I knew you'd like that one. She loves a math.
1988. No, 1989. Oh, we'd be like Taylor Swift.
That'd be so fun. We'd
be born in 1989. Ooh, we'd be so millennial. Millennials are back though. You seeing that on TikTok? Gen Z is like, wait, we suck. We're making fun of like the most earnestly happy generation.
I love them.
Who like voted Obama in. And what did we do? We voted in Trump. So we suck, Gen Z.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, shall we? Sorry. Yeah. Was that interesting though? Was that worth it?
No, I loved it. I actually loved it. You lost me for the math, but some people were saying, and then you brought me back in because I'm so team ETH.
You're so team Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Okay, y'all. It's time for
Hot Girls, Hot Takes.
Okay, girl, what's your hot take?
Okay.
Hottie. Okay, hot girl, what's your hot take?
Okay, listen to this, hottie.
You look like fucking $1,000,000.
Oh my God, you do. No, I mean it.
You look awesome.
You look awesome.
Thanks, man.
Everything is awesome. When I'm with you, everything is awesome. We could be doing the worst thing ever, and everything's awesome.
And it's still funny.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. Should we just end it there?
Okay. Okay.
Hi.
I don't want to put my workout equipment away after I work out. The workout equipment away is the hardest part of the workout. My take is this. The workout ends. And
You're talking about like a class.
Yeah, and you have to put your equipment away and you have to roll up your mat. That is harder work than the entire class because you're tired, you're done, and you want out. Why the fuck do we have to do that? I hate that. My hot take is we should just get up and walk away.
And who should put it away?
No, see, that's where my hot take goes a little south because I don't really have that. I don't have that next. But when I'm finished with my workout and I have to roll up my equipment and take my mat that is heavier than hell out, I'm like, that part is the part that is the hardest part for me. I'm schwitzing. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want to do it.
You know, I could see that. I don't know if I agree with you because I think it's kind of like putting the dish in the sink. Just put it in the dishwasher. You know, just take your mat back. It's fine. Like a lot of hands makes light work. Everyone's putting their own stuff away.
More dishes.
But I will say, with the classes you're taking, and you know, even a gym membership or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like you're paying enough for the instructor to put it away. And guess what, instructor? You didn't lift a fingy during this class.
Yeah.
You were kind of just talking, telling me what to do.
So that's...
How about your workout comes when you put my shit away?
Emily,
Oh, now I'm fucked?
Yeah, you're
Well,
fucked.
who do you want to put it away? The cleaning staff?
No, I didn't. No.
Well, don't put your hand over your heart. Tell me who you were expecting to do it. Joe Biden? He's going to walk in and put your equipment away?
I want Trump to put my equipment away.
Who's going to put it away?
Like, I haven't gone that far. You asked me for a take, ma'am, and I'm giving you one.
I love, at my Equinox, I love the woman in the locker room. She makes my day every day. Every day. How you doing, baby? How are you? I go, I'm great. How are you?
Baby.
She goes, you need a new hand towel? You need a new towel? You done with your towels? How you doing, baby? Yeah, she's black. She's an older black lady.
You're going.
I'm not.
You're just doing
I'm just telling you, she makes my day. She's so sweet. She's like always looking out for me and everyone in the locker room. She's so genuine. I always hear her asking to see pictures of people's baby. Like she makes my day, and I know she makes other people's day. And it's like small acts of kindness like that make a life worth living.
I don't want.
I love her.
My intentions were never to make someone like her clean up after me. Just so we know, my intentions were. When I'm leaving my workout class, I'm tired and I want to get up and just leave, okay?
I think the instructor should do it.
Okay, me too.
There are times when I'm taking a class where it's like, all right, how much is your class, your Pilates class? How much is it?
It's probably like $40.
What do you mean probably? How much you pay?
I don't do it like that.
You get it for free because of work? Well, how much are the plebeians paying?
Probably $40 to $50.
$40 to $50. Okay, that's fucking insane. If people are paying that much, maybe the instructor can put the stuff away. But that would probably take them so long.
That's the thing. It's like more work, more hands.
Light hands, more hands make light work.
Hallie and Jazz are friends of mine.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't freak out.
Yep.
I'm just talking, and they have a podcast, and on their podcast, Jazz had a kind of a hot take that triggered my hot take. That was about being on your phone in class, which I kind of disagree with what she said, but she was like, I'm paying so much that if I have to check my phone during my class, it's my time. Let me do what I want with my time.
Yeah, when you're paying for something, it is like, I can do whatever I want. I can leave early.
She's eating something.
Stella.
Don't do that.
Stella.
Probably like a tooth or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my hot take today.
That's a good hot take.
How about you, hot stuff? You hot little mama boots.
Girl, thank you. I think I'm looking mid today, but I'll take the compliment.
We don't talk about ourselves like that in 2025.
Oh, here's my hot take. Hot take. They should have babies sections in restaurants like the way they had smoking and non-smoking.
100%.
Because listen,
You didn't sign up for it.
I'm on a date with my husband. I'm eating dinner. Sure, it's 6:30. I'm a little early. I know there's gonna be kids here. It's like,
I don't even want to hear that.
Oh my God.
I don't even want to hear
Take them to the baby section. Take them and put a little barrier up. We've been putting the barriers up since COVID. Put a little clear barrier up. I don't want to hear
Noise
it.
cancellation.
I don't want to say people with children aren't allowed to go have a night out. Go eat with your kids. Bring the kids out.
Yeah.
Put them in their own section. I don't want to hear it.
Kid friendly.
And they don't want to look at me going like this.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
It's like on a plane. It's like always so awkward because the parent obviously is sorry.
Right. But with the plane, I'm like, well, you get what you give. You know, we're all lucky to be in the air flying through the sky. Okay.
I just don't understand how that even works.
I'll never understand how it
heavy.
works. It's
Gravity?
so heavy. I don't get how they do
Never
it.
mind.
And they're kind of flailing now.
Yeah. Well, because they haven't been
Other shoe had to
updated.
drop at some point.
Right.
But with restaurants, and I'm like, I said in bars, but let's just.
Yeah.
I've seen a baby in a bar now and again, but
Babies in bars.
babies
Take
in
'em home.
bars. They should put the smoke because I'm like, and maybe they should bring smoking sections back.
I would agree.
That's
However,
fun. Why did we get rid
Wait,
of those?
here's my
Let's
question.
do smoking over here. No baby, no smoking. Baby, no smoking.
Here's my question for
baby
you, Em.
smoking.
Baby and smoking.
Baby and smoking.
There's no
That's
way.
one table. You're lucky if you get it.
It's very exclusive. You have to be whatever.
You have to reserve months in
Yeah,
advance.
yeah,
Set the alert for Resi. I want the
baby
baby
and
smoking
smoking.
table.
There's no way that I don't understand again, smoking section doesn't make any sense because you are smoking, smoke travels. It's in your section no matter what section you're in.
No, but I used to go to Perkins growing up. You
What's
ever go
that?
to Perkins? Jersey place, like a little bit more than a diner. And breakfast, pancakes, and like
you
it's
smoke
like
inside?
a diner. And I have such a vivid memory of walking to Perkins, and the smoking section was in the front. They'd be like, "Do you want smoking or non-smoking?" And we would go non-smoking. And
I think it just means because
I wouldn't smell it at my non-smoking table.
No.
Are you
think-
gaslighting me? Do you
I
not
think
believe
your
women?
nose deceives you.
No, girl. My parents growing up, I hated cigarettes because they were like, yuck.
Same.
And then when I like smoked a bit in college, my mom would be like, "Are you smoking cigarettes?"
Right.
Like they were so
I know.
cigarettes equal disaster, naughty. You've sinned, and we're Jewish. We don't even believe in it, but you've sinned.
Right.
So you better believe my parents, if they got one whiff of that shit, we'd be out of there.
I know.
And here we were in the non-smoking section, having the time of our life.
I don't know.
eating
I don't
blueberry
buy
pancakes.
it. I think if you're in a smoking section.
Well, you're gaslighting me.
No, I'm not. I don't buy it from you. Sure. That's fair. I believe you.
You don't believe my parents?
I believe your parents.
Should I text them right now? Be like, Chloe doesn't believe you.
No. They'll be like, well, she's fake news anyways.
Yeah, they will be like that.
But what I'm saying is, first of all, really quick, side note, Ellie went into the bathroom and she hasn't come out weeks ago.
Totally fine. I'm sure she's okay.
Weeks ago. I wonder what she's doing in there.
Okay.
If you're in like a smoking hotel and there's like smoking and non-smoking, oh, you're right. You're right, because on the other floors, but if you were on that floor, it's like, golly.
It's like, golly,
But
I
if
smell
not,
it. Yeah.
All right. Hot. Piping.
Piping hot. I don't think it's that hot of a take, but I actually am like, bring smoking sections back. Maybe
I'm-
that's my
I'm
hotter
with-
take.
I'm that part.
Bring smoking sections back. I
Totally.
love to smell a little cigarette. I love it.
Anytime you're with me,
I'm
I'll
like, oh, let me
guarantee it.
smell it. Let me smell it. I can't smoke them anymore, but like, let me smell it. It smells so good. It makes me feel like I'm fucking living my life again.
Totally.
Relax.
Good day.
Relax. Okay, next time that's from, you ever have a hypnotist come to your high school? Shh, relax.
Yeah, I have actually this fear since I did that.
I faked it.
You didn't.
Yeah. I'm a comedian. I was always trying to perform. I went on stage, fully faked my performance. I don't think I've told anyone
That's so
that.
lame.
No, it's not.
I'm glad you're.
Everyone believed it. I was the talk of the town.
You're entertaining for the others. Congrats, you're a comedian. It
Yeah.
worked out for you. As someone who did get hypnotized, just lean in,
I was pretending.
pretending.
I was pretending.
But you know what? When I
I was
have
like,
this,
and then I walked out. I was like, oh my God.
it felt
what
like I was
happened?
sleeping or something.
A chance for me to lie and perform.
I mean, a chance for me to lie, say less I'm in, but perform also say less I'm in.
Yeah.
I have this fear since I got hypnotized at my graduation party that something one day will trigger me, like a song will come on and I'll be like, and I'll, like
Yeah.
still to this day
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he didn't like undo it. Anyway, hey let's
What?
do the next section.
Okay, it's time for.
What are you reading? What are you reading? What are you reading?
Idiot. So hey what are you reading, idiot?
Well, you guys, I have
Or
to be.
listening.
No. I have to be honest with you.
Don't.
I'm still reading the same like 3 books that it's been taking me a while to read.
Embarrassing.
So, what?
I just like actually saw a ghost.
That's crazy, girl.
I thought he was coming out of the bathroom. I was
I
like,
want to tell you about a book I read a couple months ago, which I think was really good.
that's not really what we do here, but
I know, and I'm sorry, you guys. I'll try and be better for the
Hey,
next
you
record.
know what?
Okay.
accepted.
I'm reading nonfiction. 5-check accepted. This was also nonfiction. I guess it was kind of memoir.
I'm so ready for you to come back to the fiction.
I know. I'm gonna go there next. My next read has to be fiction.
Can we read the same book?
Maybe.
Probably not.
I have a lot to finish with
You're
my
such
current
an
books.
intellectual.
No. I need a fiction. I need a break from this depressing ass nonfiction information. Mostly What God Does by Savannah Guthrie. You know her? Today Show?
No. I can picture her.
She
I
wrote a
can
book
picture
about,
her.
she like, I can picture her. I mean, my God.
I
Talk
can
about hot
picture
girls,
her
hot takes.
naked.
I can picture her naked.
Naked. We both knew.
Her mom says naked.
And Cohen.
And calls it like necky, getting necky.
Yeah, she's like, you're naked.
I like it, naked.
She also for last. That's Celine Dion.
What was Celine Dion?
For last. Do you know what I'm talking?
No, I know. Hummus, my life is perfect. What's your favorite? What would you say? One word to describe your life. Perfect. My life is perfect. You want to hear?
Wait. Her life is perfect. She's stiff.
Girl, but that's the outlook you have to have. My life is perfect.
So is mine.
My life is perfect. So
Wait.
No, you're not going to get this impression, but if there's listeners who watch Severance, listen to my Miss Cobell impression. Ready? Mark.
I like it already.
They're going to love it. Okay.
My mom says, instead of coins, she says Cohen's. Anyway, okay, move on. Like Dr. Cohen.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were getting somewhere.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So mostly What God Does. Talk about a hot girl, hot take. This girl's going, I believe in him. I believe in him, God.
Capital H-I-M.
The capital H-I-M. And it's a book about just like the way her relationship with God. And
So you said CNN?
Today Show.
Okay.
And as an avid viewer, avid fan of the Today Show, I went, I'm going to read this book. I love Savannah.
Yeah.
Let me see what the hell she's got to say about
I love
God.
Savannah because guess why?
That's your middle name. You so give Savannah.
Chloe Savannah Richmond. Look me up. You want my postal code?
So she basically talks about like her journey in life and like finding God. There were times when she wasn't religious, but like she has found that believing in God and having a relationship with God. This is what you think a yawn is. She's looking at her phone. That's the ultimate yawn.
No, I have to ask my mom if she's here. I want her to come in here.
In the middle of me talking about
Okay, say
God.
it. Say it.
You're
Sorry.
disrespecting God himself.
I'm sorry.
She just like kind of explains her relationship with God and like makes the case for believing in God. And I I feel
Higher
like
power or God?
God, like
You mean
religious,
God?
like Judeo-Christian God. And like, I believe in God. I think I'm like I'm often only talking to him when I'm scared.
Same.
But I try and be better about it. And, I try and like, when I'm feeling gratitude, I try and like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I kind of believe in God.
It's okay.
But I also really,
I used to kill ants on purpose.
What?
I used to kill ants on purpose.
Right.
Kind of the same.
So it was interesting to read a book of someone who like really outwardly, explicitly goes, no, I'm a practicing believer in God. And it's just like, it's a quick read and I listen to it. When it's like a memoir type thing, I prefer to listen. I like hearing their voice and them explain it in their own tone. And I recommend it. It's a good book. It kind of makes a case for, having, if not believing in God, having a spirituality and believing in a higher power and going, I don't know, there's something.
I'm very much believing in a spiritual something else, but I'm not.
There's some comedian,
judged.
I think, who has a joke where it's like, if you believe in God, when you die, if you're wrong, all you get is at the end of your life, like, oh shit, dead. If you don't believe in God and you're wrong, you're fucked. So the idea of like, why not believe in something? What does it matter? Like believing in something. And I actually think ever since like people lost God, like that's where a lot of this divided country shit has come from. Like people stopped believing in. And it's like we still do. We have astrology. You think that's not God? That's not a version of like mythical shit?
100%.
Anyway, so it's a good book. I recommend it. I'm not gonna die on the hill of reading it, but if you're looking for a memoir and something to kind of challenge or ignite a spirituality in you, give it a read. What are you reading, idiot?
It's called Penelope in Retrograde. Okay.
Hey, that sounds a little different.
No, it's not.
What is it? What's it about?
Same thing.
A girl who works in HR and this guy won't leave her alone.
This girl works. She's a novel writer, romance novel writer. It's like, what? It's so Inception.
They always have to be writers. Every main character in these female books is like, she's a writer. It's like, no kidding.
Yeah, we're all writers. You know what? Can I just stop this right here really quick?
Yeah.
Don't read it. I don't like it.
Oh.
I wouldn't recommend it. I started.
Well, what are
it-
you reading, idiot? It doesn't have to be a recommendation. It could
I
be
know.
I'm reading this, and
Yeah,
girls,
but-
I did it so that you don't have to.
I like to come to this table and bring something for them to
That you like.
digest and read. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's been one of those books that every night before bed I'm reading, so I fall asleep and I have no idea what I'm talking about and I have no idea who they are and there's a new character every day and I'm
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
Penelope in retrograde, don't read it.
yeah.
My
Okay.
next book, The Nicest Couple, which is on deck, will be a good one.
Good.
And you know exactly what that's about, I'm sure.
It's about John and Emily Higgins.
And me in their pod. Okay.
You know what I said? I'll tell you something off air. I'm going to tell you it off air.
Okay. I got to go.
So do I.
So I gotta go first.
we have a day to have.
Yeah, we do. Let's get out there.
Let's get out there, man. And you guys, you too, get out there and have a great week. We love you so much.
Yeah, we do.
love you, Chlo.
Love you,
Thanks for listening to All Body, No Brain.
Whether you're just cleaning your apartment, slaying at the gym, or strutting these city streets, we are always grateful for your ears.
Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. And please subscribe to our YouTube.
We know how 2008 that sounds, but seriously, you guys, subscribe to our YouTube.
And tell a friend, too. Lilas.
What?
Love you like a sister.
I'm kidding, Em. I know what lilas means now. Lilas!
All body, no legs, no legs. All body, no legs, no legs. All body, no legs, no legs, no legs.